Hey everybody, how you doing? If you can already guess from what we're looking at, I'm going to review the XP-50 today. I've tried it in a couple of games. I'm not doing well in it. Honestly, I've never done well in it, and a lot of people call it OP. In a down tier, maybe. The last couple of matches has been a 4.7 game, where I'm fighting like Yak 9s, things of that nature, P38 Lightnings, but it's not that great. You can climb well, you retain a lot of speed, you're a good boom and zoomer, but it's hard to get the nose on target sometimes. You do have combat flaps, but as I found out the last couple of games, because I don't play it a whole lot, they rip about 500, and you're generally going to be going a little over 500. You do get an air spawn. It is a interceptor. On larger maps, it's not going to work out that well in your favor. Other things will be up there with you. On these shorter maps like this, we will generally be 1,000 or two above people. Then you can kind of pick targets and dive down on them. Take care of them if you will. It does get pretty stiff after 500 though. It can do a few acrobatics. Nothing great, and this is literally a wooden plane. So get ready to be set on fire from everything. If you take any damage to the engines, you lose almost all your performance. You can make it back to base in one engine, but you won't be outrunning anything, and you won't be able to bob and weave enough to get out of the way of somebody running you down. A lot of people do go for this thing as far as they see you getting low, which last couple matches I did bring myself down to about 1,500. Was chasing things which I shouldn't have been. Where's the swarm XP-50s everybody's talking about? I only see me. It's kind of weird because I watch other videos on it, and you'll see like 1,000 comments like, "Oh hey, this thing's super overpowered. There's 30 of them every match." People over exaggerate things a lot of times. Main thing I remember is you see an XP-50, one, it has all its modifications unlocked. So if you just got to that tier, just got this new plane, and they're killing you, it's maybe because you don't have all your modifications, so your plane's not performing as well as it should be. And that's kind of the nature of the beast with War Thunder. A lot of people can pick up kills with this thing relatively easy. I can't. Like, I don't know what it is. I just don't do well in it. But you may be fighting a new player, or somebody just brought out another plane that's not fully modded, so they might be easy pickings, and that translates into OP. This thing can run away very quick. You will outclimb almost everything if you're equal BR, maybe 0.3 above. That's about it. You put a few bullets into it, generally it's going to die. And die it does, very easily. Do we climb well? Yes. Do we overheat like crazy? Yes. It's kind of like a Harrier, run it about 92% throttle. I can't think today. I've been waiting on pins and needles for my new job to get the whole drug test thing up and rolling, and it took them 3 days to get that set up. So I was thinking like, hey, I just got done with one job, and this one's not 100% committed to me, but they did get that. So enough of my little bit of rambling. I mean, it goes fast. It handles relatively well. You do luck out pretty bad over 500 in that area. You do rip your flaps about that area. Use combat flaps sparingly. Boom and zoom. Play it like you would any other boom and zoomer. Just you retain a lot more energy when you come back up out of that zoom. Excuse me. Get a little indigestion there. And yeah, we're up here with the B-17. Granted, he's a little bit further in front of us. I don't think we need to climb any higher. This is a relatively smaller map than the last couple I played on. G-55. You'd think from reading all the other comments, it's like, oh look, there's gonna be a million of these things. Oh, that's such a sweet target to get on top of. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get the dude 335. He can't maneuver. It's just a giant flying fuel tank for the most part. J26 is looking at me. And I've lost sight of him. I have a fully sorted out crew on here. Not aced, but... better not to rush in. We'll get behind the meat of the enemy team and then pick and choose A7Ms, A21A, J21A. Okay. The Zeros, honestly, are going to be about the biggest threat. That 109 is up here with us. We can outrun him in all aspects. We can outclimb him. We just don't need him getting a lot of energy and getting behind us. Now that thing, oh, I forgot, yeah. Pomerantz, that's what, 4.3? Yeah. Okay. we'll just point our nose up and climb a little bit. I'm gonna go to the side of him. That way we can retain our speed. I know they don't go very fast. I've got one still learning to play it. He's probably going straight for me. If not, we'll swoop back around and we'll get on his tail. We'll combat flap it. Nope, he's turning. We're not going to fall for that. They turn like monsters. They retain a good chunk of speed. That's about the biggest thing you can do in this, is you can choose the fights you want for the most part. Burn a little bit more speed than we need to, but we just kind of want to stay above him. Really don't want to do head-ons with him. I may have gotten a little bit too slow here. I'm going to zoom right above him. We're not going to follow him to that little trap. We're actually going to go after the 109 because he's just going to turn. He's going into a vertical. Got a BF. There we go. 109. Nope. Let's see up there, Pomerinsky. We got a crit on the 109. I'll take what I can get. We're going to have to outrun this guy, use our amazing speed, play the tail game. Yep, look at that. Straight to the engine. We have lost an engine. That's all there is to that. We are immediately going to start losing performance. But we can outrun him. Do some slight turns. We're going to try to commit on this Pomerinsky now. Got our flaps on, turn them back off. Can we get him in the turn? No. We're going to get away from that situation. And he's about 2k back. Alright, what can we go play with? We'll tell our teammates to go attack that. Spitfire. I really want to get the 0 over here. Looks like he's going relatively slow. If he doesn't see me coming and he doesn't turn, then that should be a kill. But like getting those guns on that 109, yeah, that was a little rough. I said I'm speeding around 500 and something. Yeah. And we're not going to play with the Pomerinsky. We know his game. He turns very well. He will win those low speed fights a lot better than we will. Okay, the 0, what is he doing? Is he just straight diving? Okay, he's distracted now. Throttle back up. Nope, we're not going to follow him into that. That is death if we follow that. Did I just fire my gun by accident? Yep. Let's go and see if we can swing around on this A21. Looks like we'll get on the tail of the J21A. Pomerinsky's going to hang out up there. I'm more than willing to let him stay up there. Maybe we'll get the 0 if he's not paying attention. If he turns hard, that's going to be not in our favor. Oh yeah, that's not good right there. We've got ourselves in a bad situation. Let's fire and run. The 0's trying to get behind us, and that's fine. Pomerinsky. Nope, he's dead. I don't know how to say the name of that plane, guys, so if I'm butchering it, that's just me. Combat flaps on. 21's coming for us again. Roll out of there, dive. Try to get under him. Yep. That's what we're going to do. The 0's in front of us. We're going to do the thing does best. Get up to altitude. 21's coming against us. There's the 0. Flop back around. The 0's doing a good job of pulling people down to his plane level, which is low altitude. We'll leave him be for now. This left engine's about to completely die. You can see it overheating there. So no kills yet, but like I said, I'm not very good in this. The guns just feel awkward to get on target most of the time. Yep. See, we're stiffening up too bad. We can't follow him. That is a 0. Go into a climb, and I think he's the last one on the team. There's one other. Alright, burn the last of our speed, do a loop. And we're kind of hoping he would get distracted by somebody else, but he's playing pretty well. Playing to his strengths. Keep thinking I see another ping on my map for something else. Okay, now he is distracted. Maybe we can swoop in and vulture this kill. And really, a lot of times, it's knowing what this thing can and can't do. As you can see, if you just really turn when this thing's coming after you, and they're coming from a higher altitude, like P-38s, they're going to kind of lock up, they're going to flub the shot. I mean, definitely can get 20 kills in this thing in a match, you know, it's just... I don't understand it. I don't see what's great about it. We've literally got a critical hit on a 109 earlier. I mean, it's a decent plane. Get it if you want to get it. I don't think this is game-breaking or something you actually need to run out and get or even really worry about fighting. Just know that you put a few rounds into them, especially the engines. It hurts the performance. Well, luckily our engine didn't burn out super quick. Kept us going till the end of the match. I mean, that's an AI, and I couldn't even get on target. And generally I'm half decent in my planes. Flop back around. We're out of cannon ammo, but these 50s should hit if I could aim. Nah, nose-mounted stuff's kind of aggravating. Either I'm just a crappy player in this thing, or, yeah. Apparently we've got one guy camping the base. We could honestly go back and fix our engine if we needed to. I'm really just trying to pick up some points. Oh, look, I have a kill assist. Woo! Huh. AAA there, AAA over there. I got some machine gun ammo. Let's see if we can pick up a few ground targets. The other guy, let's see, he has a kill. So I don't know. I'm thinking that's one of the, what do you call them, Spitfires from earlier. I've kind of got a theory about ground targets lately. A higher tier, like everything's just destroying medium and heavy tanks. And about to test a machine gun theory here real quick. I don't have ground target ammo on. Okay, that's not even counting hits. Let's get away from this AAA because it's guaranteed hits. And I'm probably going to go ahead and call the video here. Final thoughts, really? I don't do well in it. Maybe some other people do. If you're fighting against it, just make some harder than normal turns. If you're at altitude, just bring them down low. That's where you're going to pick up the kills on them. Just a few rounds on target, and they kind of fall apart. Like I said, wooden airframe, you saw that one round hit my engine, and granted, it's just now burning out, but still. Any more major damage than that, and I would have been toast. This is my third or fourth game taking it back out again to get the feel on it, and remember why I leave it in the hangar, because I don't do well in it. Yep, there we go, engine died, overheating. But that's enough for us to get back. So, you know what else? Watch y'all let me land. Oh, well, the match is over. Our team has won. I got carried pretty hard that match, but hey, I'll take some free silver lions. All in all, I don't see how great it is. Then again, I've had this thing for a long time, played it a good bit, and I always just shelf it. I have more fun with the premium P-38 that rolls around that doesn't have air brakes. Even though it's in a much worse boat than this is as far as diving on top of people and locking up. And I've done very little with my American Air Tree. Like, I gave up a long time ago trying to grind through stuff. Pre-jets, they start adding a bunch. Love my Corsairs, though. This is so much more fun. Okay, it's 5.3. I know there's some P-38s that are, yeah, around that area. Is it worth it? That's up to you to decide. Sometimes don't believe the hype about planes. I mean, test flights don't ever really speak the truth. Some people are very good in them. Maybe if I played this thing like 100 games in a row, I'd be really good in it. I mean, I've been chased down and killed by a few myself, but just don't get all the hype is about. This thing, on the other hand, super crappy Corsair, but it has some amazing cannons on it. And I've gotten, I think, more kills in this than the Xp-50, and that was a lot of head-ons and dogfighting. So I get to make up mine on that one. But like I said, I'll be pushing out some more videos once I get things settled with work. I'm looking at about 60 hours a week right now. So it may slow down just a little bit, but I am going to keep putting them out there. I haven't forgot about you guys, and just ask whatever questions you want and just talk to me in the comments. I'll try to respond if I can, because the last couple of days it's been real hit or miss. So, all right, guys, I'll see y'all next time.